As all of you know who are participating, and as I listen to our speakers throughout today's event, three key themes have really come up over and over. First, we heard about the whole of government approach to the Arctic and to the climate crisis. This unity is not always seen across government agencies, so it is so special. There was so much excitement around bringing everyone together on these issues and for the historic infrastructure deal that President Biden just signed into law. This is an administration that cares about technology transfer, commercialization, and the energy transition. A second theme that we heard was the urgency of the situation. Whether it was Secretary Haaland putting a spotlight on the pandemic, or Secretary Granholm's retelling of her experience on her trip to Alaska and the harsh realities that some Arctic communities already face. That urgency is what is driving so much of our collaboration here at DOE and across the federal government. And finally, we heard loud and clear of the central role that the Arctic plays in our past and our future. Deputy Secretary Turk summarized it well when he said, DOE has a long history of partnership and place-based support in the Arctic, and that our focus has always been learning from local expertise, including indigenous and traditional knowledge, and supporting what is already going on in this region. So OTT is so proud to co-host this Arctic X kickoff as our next topic area in our Innovation X Lab series. And we really couldn't have made it happen today without all of our great guests. So first I want to thank Secretary Deb Haaland, who shared her inspiring thoughts today and her unique perspective from DOI, who are important partners in the Arctic. And of course, thank you to DOE's very own Secretary Granholm for bringing her passion and zeal to the mission and the Build Back Better agenda. I also want to thank Deputy Secretary Turk for his remarks and the Q&A session, which was so dynamic and informative. Your continued interest in Arctic and expertise are so appreciated. And thanks to Raina Thiel and Dr. Sally Benson for such a lively discussion that brought together so many different perspectives, and the audience for engaging in a way I've never seen. And finally, thanks so much to DOE's Arctic Energy Office and their interim director, George Rowe, for truly partnering with us here at OTT to launch Arctic X and make it a success. You bring so much passion to the table, and these issues are at the center of your everyday work. We're beyond excited that DOE has a presence in Alaska and that the Arctic Energy Office staff is making critical connections among and between Arctic stakeholders. But I want everyone here to remember that today's event is just the beginning. As the Arctic X series continues, we'll bring even more voices to the table as we deepen our conversations. In fact, at our very next planned webinar in January, I am so excited to be joined by my friends, Shalonda Baker, the Secretarial Advisor on Equity and Deputy Director for Energy Justice, and Wahala Jones, the Director of the Office of Indian Energy Policy and Programs, for our very first webinar focused on environmental justice and energy equity. So please stay engaged and check back at energy.gov/ArcticX for future events, join an upcoming webinar, attend our in-person event. I can't even imagine I'm thinking about an in-person event already, but we'll be doing it in May 23. So hopefully May 23rd, you guys will all be there, and keep the conversations going offline with your colleagues and contacts. And as Secretary Granholm put it, north to the future of energy. Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone, and I hope to see you all in January. Thanks, George, and thank you, everyone.